His Excellency Don Pramatinai, Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Foreign Affairs, Senator the Honourable Penny Wong, Minister of Foreign Affairs of Australia, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the signing ceremony of the Joint Plan of Action to implement the Thailand-Australia Strategic Partnership 2022 to 2025. The Joint Plan of Action is a 4-year plan setting out collaborative projects and activities in multidimensional areas covering political cooperation, economic cooperation, and sectoral cooperation. It will be instrumental in assisting both countries in achieving post-pandemic recovery and sustainable long-term growth, as well as enhancing cooperation in ASEAN-Australia, Mekong sub-regional, and multilateral frameworks. Please proceed with the signing. Thank you very much. May I now invite the Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Foreign Affairs and the Australian Foreign Minister to join the session. That marks the end of the signing ceremony. A brief press conference is up next. Please ask me for the President. Check. ปิดเสียงไปบอกเขาแล้วเช็ค1 2 3 1 2 31 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3เทสครับ1 2 3ได้เนาะโอเคเทส1 2 3ครับฝั่งนี้เบาปะไม่เหมือนกันใช่ไหมไม่เบาใช่ไหมในห้องเบาแต่ว่าในกล้องโอเคใช่ไหมโอเคครับฝั่งเสียงฝั่งออสเตรเลียนะครับ1 2 3 4 5ครับ
สครับ1 2 3โอเค1 2 3 4เบียร์ดูของเราว่าโอเคไหมประมาณนี้เนาะอันนี้ฝั่งไทยนะครับ1 2ดังหมดไหมอ๋อเพราะว่าพี่อยู่ใกล้ลำโพงมากกว่าโอเคเหมือนกันใช่ไหมโอเคอยู่ใกล้ลำโพง
Good evening to you all. I understand that I've seen more of the Australian press members than the Thai. Allow me to resort to the English language from the start. So we are very much delighted to welcome Senator and the Honourable Penny Wong here. This is the very first official visit to Thailand, and certainly we hope to see more high-level visits, including official visits between our two countries on a number of occasions. And this year is a very special year for our relations because we celebrate the 70th anniversary of our diplomatic relations this year. And that is certainly marking the milestone of our relationship. And looking forward today to a week ahead that Prime Minister of Australia will be joining our APEC summit meeting in Bangkok. And we are particularly pleased to have the opportunity to discuss and change views on a number of issues. Just a while ago, you have witnessed already the signing of the implementation plan of our strategic partnership relations, which was conceived back in 2020. And this will be for a period of 5 years. This is the first key deliverable of our relations in accordance to the strategic partnership. And a while ago, before we signed, there were discussion on a number of issues. Issues related to our bilateral relations. We touched on the anti-trafficking person issue, and also cybersecurity and digital economy. And then naturally we could miss out the SECA, which is the economic cooperation, strategic economic cooperation arrangement between us. We noted that Australian business have been in Thailand in a good number, but that good number is far from the number we expect. There's a good number of 200 of something, but we are not reinforce the same number as the Japanese investment here. But we hope that one day Australia could match the Japanese up to currently it's 7,000, but let's hope that by the year that we ended our partnership MOU, which was signed by 2025, we will see 10% of this 7,000 with 700 to be released. Now, we also discussed it on energy and climate change because we would need that both countries should strengthen our cooperation on climate change. And the support that we certainly are looking forward to working on with Australia is the capacity building and technology transfer. And those will be very much on blue carbon ecosystem through this sharing of information and exchange of expertise and experiences between us. Obviously, we also touch on other issues. The Mekong sub-region, ACMEC, we welcome Australia being the member of the first batch of the development partner of ACMEC. this morning at our cabinet meeting, we also touched on ACMEC. We touched on the fact that what has been agreed by the cabinet some time ago need to be accelerated to the point that we could get all things done as expected or anticipated. Now, we also dwell on some issues on ASEAN, naturally on APEC as well, because it is forthcoming. It's coming in 2 weeks' time. Regional and global issues are also touched partly, but of course this will be discussed further during our dinner. So stay tuned. A lot more will be coming. But at least today, you notice that what had been worked out back in 2020 is now being shaped up, concretized in the form of this joint plan of action. Then certainly we hope for many concrete projects which will demonstrate the strong endeavor to cooperate more for peace and prosperity of the region. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Deputy Prime Minister and former Foreign Minister, for that warm welcome and for your kind words this afternoon. It's a great pleasure to be here in your beautiful country for my first bilateral visit as Australia's Foreign Minister. But it's an even greater honour to be the Foreign Minister who's able to come to celebrate our 70 years of diplomatic relations. I was saying to the Deputy Prime Minister, we are very proud, deeply proud as Australians of being a diplomatic partner for 70 years. It's a long time. And the longevity of the relationship says something about the breadth and depth of the relationship. Partnership that's based on mutual respect, on trust and understanding. And I share the Deputy Prime Minister's words about the signing today of our strategic partnership plan of action. It's a way of amplifying and expanding the extensive and practical cooperation between our two countries, which has existed for 7 decades. I hope that over those decades we have together demonstrated our willingness to help each other in times of need, including with the extraordinary Tumua rescue. Some 19 Australian agencies have made commitments to work with Thailand under this partnership on many areas of practical cooperation, including net zero, health, trade and security, things like working together on Bangkok's transition to electric public buses, working to make cities more climate resilient, working together on the green energy transition, a shared challenge, working to break down the barriers for women-owned businesses, and working towards a strategic economic cooperation arrangement to see more joint activities aimed at promoting trade and investment in key sectors. I'd also make the point we share a long-standing defence cooperation relationship, a relationship which makes an important contribution to regional security. We talked today, the Deputy Prime Minister and I, about how we might work together to augment the bilateral relationship and also to support the region. I use the phrase middle-sized powers, and as middle-sized countries, what I would say is we share many of the same aspirations for the region in which we live. Ultimately, Australia seeks, and I believe Thailand also seeks, a region that is peaceful and predictable, a a region that is governed by accepted rules and norms where all countries and all peoples can cooperate and trade and thrive. A region in which sovereignty is respected regardless of size. So we share a region and we share a future. And I would say to you, Australia seeks deeper engagement with Southeast Asia. As you know, the Deputy Prime Minister reminded me of this. Australia has always been committed to ASEAN centrality and ASEAN-led institutions. And we want to work together with all of our ASEAN partners to shape this period of change together, including through the development of the Southeast Asia Economic Strategies 2040. The Deputy Prime Minister and Prime Minister also referenced the Mekong. I want to say very clearly how much we value Thailand's important role in the Mekong. For our Mekong-Australia partnership, we are working with the region to improve economic resilience, infrastructure, water, energy and climate priorities. In closing, I'd say this. Today we celebrate 70 years of bilateral cooperation. It's a proud partnership. It's based on broad and deep ties across areas which matter to us both. So I thank the Deputy Prime Minister. Thank you once again for your generous hospitality and your warm welcome. I look forward to welcoming you to Australia in the near future. But most of all at this time, can I extend to you our very best wishes for a very successful APEC. I know how much the Prime Minister looks forward to attending. Thank you very much.